Good afternoon and welcome to Breaking Fry Bread. I'm Dave Wescott. I've got with me co-host Ty.
How's it
How
going,
you
brother?
doing, brother?
It's going good.
We got a whole host of additional guests with us today.
We do. We have the very special guest with us today. We're very excited to have them here. We have Devin Sampson, we have Damian Castellane, and we have River Rayne Thomas joining us from the cast of Rez Ball. Very exciting movie that's going across Indian country right now, produced by Lebron James. It's on Netflix. We have Devin Sampson, we have Damian Castellane, and we have River Rayne Thomas joining us from the cast of Rez Ball. Very exciting movie that's going across Indian country right now, produced by LeBron James. It's on Netflix. It was way high up there in the charts. I think we were close to getting up to number one, weren't we? Yeah, we're really excited to have you guys here today to tell your story. I'm gonna have you guys introduce yourself one by one, starting with you, Damian.
All right, like he just said, my name is Damian Castellane. I'm an enrolled Puyallup tribal member, but I come from the Squaxin Island Reservation. And like he said, I got the honor to, be a part of such a big film for Indian country, and not only Indian country, for the world. And it's honestly like one of the biggest blessings I've had in my life. It's just to meet who I met, my boy Devin, my boy River, and everybody else that couldn't make it today. It's an honor to stand before you guys.
Hi, Shilpusha, Shilpusha, Devin Sampson-Craig, watching the Satiacum Connect. Hi, Shilpusha, Shilpusha, Devin Sampson-Craig, watching the Satiacum Connect, Skiing Park Connect, Wescott Connect, Wenatchee Connect, Kadu Connect. Hello, good day. My name is Devin Sampson-Craig. I come from the Confederated Tribes and Bands of the Yakima Nation and the Freedom Lake Puyallup Tribe. And I'm from White Swan, Washington as well. Yeah.
Awesome. I love how you introduced yourself in your language. Was that the Yakima language? Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. I love that.
Cool.
River, how you doing?
Good. My name is River Rayne Thomas. I'm from Soto First Nation, Treaty 6 territory, north of the Medicine Line here, Canada, and very grateful to be a part of this podcast. It's I believe we'll have important conversations, and world needs more of that.
Yeah, it's a good thing. I'm glad you guys are all on the show. Did you guys all meet on the show, or on the movie, or did you guys know each other prior to?
Yeah, we met on the movie. Like, I met River on the movie. I met him also on the movie, but being so close, Washington, he's attended like tribal tournaments and stuff. I have too, so I feel like one time we had to bump heads, but my first time like properly meeting him was on the movie.
And where was the movie filmed at?
Albuquerque, New Mexico. All over New Mexico.
All over New Mexico.
Yeah.
Farmington, Shiprock, Albuquerque,
Santa Fe,
Los Lunas. Like two more little spots that were little scenes.
but mainly like Shiprock, right?
Yeah.
And Albuquerque, it was just everywhere, man.
All of New Mexico.
So you guys were staying down there
Yeah.
that whole time?
Yeah.
So they had us going from the first 2 weeks. It was we had to film in Shiprock, so they had us staying in Farmington. It was at this small town, but we stayed in a hotel for a week, and then the rest of the time we stayed at Hotel Park Central in Albuquerque. There's one just that main hour, just a bunch of shit you've seen going on.
That hotel was haunted, man. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Yeah, wasn't it like a hospital before or something?
Yeah, it's like a mental asylum.
Yeah.
So
And it's like people would hear shit in the hallways, and it's like, man.
it was the non-natives going through all the BS and weird stuff. Not that
Yeah.
matters, but oh shit,
Yeah.
I'm like going through some shit.
I didn't hear nothing.
Yeah, they needed to be brushed off or something. Huh?
Yeah.
All that stuff before that.
You're in an old hospital right here.
For real right now?
Right here. And you know, if you stay here late at night, I'm serious. If you go ask people who stay here late at night, they say there's people wandering around in the halls.
No way.
I'm serious. And the four back conference rooms. See Ralph over there. He's shaking his head. He gets scared, and so we got a bodyguard for him. But
We should have set up
there's
some
surgery
extra
rooms,
mics.
so people have passed away in here. What a connection that is.
Yeah.
Let's get on. Let's keep going.
Yeah, I'm today years old learning that, man. You could have warned me. You could have warned me.
That's why I'm always trying to keep you out of here.
Brought some sage with us.
Hey, but you know what? It doesn't appear to be bothering us, right?
No,
Yeah.
no, nothing bothers
just
us.
Ralph.
Poor Ralph.
So the filming was mostly in Navajo territories,
Yeah.
Navajo, Pueblo, and
Apache.
I just say Pueblo. There was
Yeah.
obviously patches there.
When we did the sheep camp, wasn't that on Pueblo land? Yeah.
Navajo, Pueblo,
Yeah.
the River Rayne. Do you know what Pueblo? It was like someone specifically, like, because there's like a bunch of Pueblos and Apaches, but there was like this Pueblo man letting us use his land. So like that was pretty cool too, and he was weird about it. It was just like, yeah, because something about me and him too is like we didn't know the tension between Pueblos, Apaches, and Navajo. So I think as an actor, I was trying to like find that out too, because I have a lot of one-liners, so to see, but like, because this is totally off topic, but like I didn't know how like the tension was there too, and a lot of Navajos were treating me and him different.
Yeah.
Really? Like the locals or
Yeah.
the people that are part of the film?
Like they're
Yeah,
treating
we
you
got
different,
that
like they're staring
sailor's
you
look.
down, or
Yeah.
Like they knew we weren't from here. Like it was like one of the first days we were seeing, filming, and then I was like trying to mess around with an uncle because I was just in character, but I'm pretty sure these dudes were about I was in character the whole time.
Yeah, he was Bryson the whole time.
So like I was just like, fucking uncle right here, walking back to my one spot, and then the dude was like, he was a background, but he was just like, this dude's not from here. Then he's laughing with like some auntie walking back to their one. I was like, what the fuck? And I
It just got awkward.
Yeah.
So I was like, damn, I'm not from here, bro. But
Yeah, we're not.
yeah,
Because we got
and River's
that,
all the way from
coastal
Canada.
look.
exactly.
So how'd they treat him? Because Canadian native reservations are different than U.S.
You got First Nations over there.
Yeah, First Nations.
Yeah, no, I was a tower down there, so everybody left me alone.
Yeah, he was too. Yeah, we were. Man, them coastal natives, bro.
How tall are you?
6'4".
Oh yeah, you're huge.
Yeah,
No wonder you were in
so-
the basketball movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fitting. Played center.
Yeah, that's cool. So how did each one of you guys learn about this process? How did you learn about the movie? Get hooked up with it. How did that happen?
All right, so I was just chilling a random normal day, man, on the reservation, and I got a text from one of my good friends, and it was a screenshot of the casting call that Angelique Mid-Thunder put out, and he was like, "Yo, bro, this is a movie produced by LeBron James, about to be on Netflix. You got to put your name in there." Because at that time, I was making music, and I was kind of getting a buzz in the city, so he was like, "You have to do this, bro. This is a big step." So I laughed at it, and I was like, "Bro, you got to be joking me, bro. I'm not. There's no chance that I'd get this. They got so many actors to choose from." And then I was like, "Man, I'm going to take the risk." And I put my name in there, and Angelique said, "Hey, I want you to read for this role." And at first, she wanted me to read for the role that he got, Tyson. But as soon as I said my height, because they wanted a center, and I said my height, and she was like, "Yeah, we're going to have to pick another one. I got another role for you." So she sent me Ruckus Largo, and I read for that actually in person, because I did Tyson. They really liked it, and they flew me out to Albuquerque. And before I even walked in, they were like, "Yeah, well, you're reading for Ruckus this time." I was like, I didn't even get a chance to read the script at all. So I did it, and I sucked at first because, I didn't have the time. Then they took me back the next day, and I read, and, the rest is history. I got the role, so that's how I learned about it.
That's cool. Congratulations.
Yeah.
How about you?
I was in my second year at UW, just studying for midterm, right? And so I don't got Instagram at this time. I don't got no social media, just for my own benefit of just cleansing myself of that bullshit. So my dad texted me while I'm studying for a midterm, a screenshot of the Instagram post of Mid Thunder casting or whatever. And I was like, what the fuck? He's like, you should do it. And I'm reading it. I'm reading all the details. LeBron James, Sidney Freeland, blah blah blah. I'm just like, I'm not gonna fucking do this shit. He's like, just do it. I'm like, all right, fuck it, I'll do it. And then I do it. I'm over here going like this with my phone. I turn my phone around. I'm like this. Take my headshot like that. Because you send in those details first, right? So I sent all those details in. I got responded back to, kept getting responded back to. The whole time, me and my dad are thinking this shit's a scam. We're like, who are these people? Who's Angelique Midthunder? He's looking them up from afar. And I'm over here in Seattle, just not thinking twice about it. And then they respond back like, oh, we want you to read these lines for Bryson. Bryson Largo. They changed Bryson's name. It's Bryson Bedoni, but it was Bryson Largo. So I read those lines with my uncle, did all that, sent them in, and they kept getting responded back to. And we think it's still a scam at this point. We're just like, I think we're doing it, but let's just wait to see what happens. And then they offered to fly me out to the Rez Ball Invitational for the first time. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, these guys want to fly me out? So I get there, and then my audition was kind of like, I think I stood out because I go in there, I'm quiet, and then like, all right, we're gonna let you read these lines. And there's like this one scene. It didn't. I don't think it made the cut, but I'm reading aloud. It's like one of the freshmen in the movie says he's like he's talking about he's nervous for the game or some shit, and then Bryson looks back and it's like, shit, I ain't never nervous. Stone cold cojones, and I grab my nuts. And so when we're in person, I did that. There's the casting directors and all that in Sydney. And then Kawachani, the main character, he already got the role. He already secured it way back then, like the first time they did the auditioning process. So I'm reading those lines with them. That was the very first one. I'm not gonna lie, I was fucking nervous. You know, like there's like 4 people looking at you. There's a camera. There's Chani, the dude that's already got the role. This is already mentioned. It's like, man, fuck it. And so like I look at him, and I was like, fucking like pick up my nuts, and they all start laughing. And so like after then they're treating me good. So like I already knew I got this shit. Like I got the role. And like they kind of made the obvious too. It was like, cause they kept bringing me back in to read lines with potential Desbas and stuff, and just with other people.
Mm-hmm.
That's how my audition process went.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's a good story.
Yeah. That's
River,
awesome.
what about you?
Shit, man. I literally signed with an acting agent like 1 month before that audition process. Did that audition. I read for about like 2 or 3 different roles. First I read for the Natani role, and then they asked me to read for the Miles role. And they flew me out, and as soon as I got there, they're like, okay, well, you're reading for Tyson. I was like, so same thing with Damian that threw me through a loop a little. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thankfully, Tyson wasn't scripted to talk a lot, so like same thing with like what Devin was saying. Like I was sitting there, and like there's Kachani there, and there's a bunch of readers, and everybody was in there, and I literally just had to say "SCO" like 3 or 4 different times, and I think they liked me because yeah, just like the boys were saying, like I was invited back, and I was invited back, and I was invited back, and then we had a whole ass basketball camp where we had to like fucking go ones against each other. So that was wild. That felt like some elementary school
Hell
shit.
yeah, I
Like,
hit-
oh, word.
Yeah, I hit the other Ruckus with the perfect step back. Well, I felt like top dog. I was like, man, I'm gonna show you how we do it over here.
Did you train it?
Yeah, hell yeah, I did. I did it cold, man.
Like he said that it was like an elementary thing because there was multiple people there auditioning for, Bryson, Tyson, Ruckus. And so the Brysons were all just like hella out of shape. Like I'm just blowing by them, blow by. Because I play basketball, like that's why I grew up playing. So blow by. They're just like, what the fuck? Yeah, these guys aren't basketball players.
And mind you, Angelique Midthunder was looking for basketball players. She wasn't looking for actors. She was looking for people who knew how to play ball. Acting was a plus. So when we go there and we actually did our thing, like that just showed like we needed this. You know what I mean?
So that basketball camp was like, that was a component
Yeah.
a part of the selection process.
Yeah.
Aside from just
If you
reading the
couldn't
lines.
ball, you wouldn't make it.
Yeah. If you couldn't, just like, I'm not even gonna say that.
We used no stunt doubles.
Yeah, no stunt doubles
in
either.
that movie. That was all us.
And Shawnee's dunk was a real dunk too.
Yeah, facts.
Because that was because the auditioning was Rez Ball Invitational. Sydney says it so many times in her interviews and stuff, like free throw and 3-pointer.
Yeah.
And those are just small, simple things of basketball, right? Anyone can make a layup, anyone can make an open 3-pointer.
Well, for some.
Yeah, right, for some. So it's like, if you can't fucking do that on tape, what makes you think you're going to do it in person? So everyone was getting picked out. Yeah, as a basketball player, I can just look at you like, but like, damn, it sucks, bro. It's just the way you move your body, the way you dribble a ball, the way you shoot it. And that was like, because that was auditioning. Because we did the acting half of that day, and then the basketball half the rest of the rest of the day. And so everyone it was fucked up too, because people were getting like selected. There was Sydney and Angelique saying, "Can we get so and so here? We're gonna name your guys' names. Devin, Damian, Tyson, River, blah 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 blah." So you had people just like staying there.
Yeah, I kind of felt bad, bro.
The room was
Yeah. But mind you, like, we all came into the acting part nervous, but only a little bit of people who were there for the basketball part came in nervous, and that's why I don't think that they did their best, because you could see that they were nervous, having everybody watch, and especially the one-on-ones, like they didn't put their all into it because they were nervous. But that's why we got it, because we were comfortable with it.
Would you say the things that you pursue in your personal life, like for you, it's music,
Yeah,
right? Like that probably helped give you the confidence to
Yeah.
perform,
definitely.
and not be scared of an audience or people watching.
Yeah.
And then Devin, you just seem like you just really come off as an authentic person. Like you could care less what anybody thinks, and then Tyson, I mean, you got a modeling career. Obviously I've seen your social media, your Instagram. You kind of got that.
You got
presence.
a picture of him on your wall?
You got that presence. I'm gonna, man.
I'm just teasing. I'm just teasing.
With that Naomi Glasses collab, man, that coat is fire.
Yeah,
I want
bro,
that long
thank you.
trench coat.
Yeah,
Do you have
so
it?
much.
Did they let you keep it?
Fuck no.
It's fuck, bro.
But but watching the movie, the selection process looks like they did a great job. You guys really had on-camera chemistry from what I saw. You guys all
Definitely.
seemed like you knew each other. You already kind of had that bond, and so it really portrayed out to the world like in a good way. Like Tyson had that presence, that center presence.
Yeah.
Just the relationship that you had with
Sonny? Jimmy. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it just all seemed authentic, man. It came across great.
Yeah.
How close is it to your real persona? Like what
Like
you
my
played?
character?
Yeah, your character. How close is it to you in real life?
To me, it's like when I first went in there, Ruckus was not me in real life. Like I was wearing designer every day. But like growing up, like I was kind of Ruckus. I didn't really have like the newest clothes. But that's how I would relate. I mean, he was Bryson in real life. He ain't have to act. So you feel me? Me, it was like that's not me. I'm not Ruckus.
Again, like I said a bit earlier, like I embodied Bryson. I did my homework, I did my studying, I took inspiration from many people, or just many people, many natives in general. So again, like these two can say, I was in character the whole entire time. And I told myself like that's what I need to do if I want to really do this shit. But I'm not a real life father. I don't drink or smoke. I'm kind of an asshole. But based on like my friends and family back at home, everyone keeps saying like that's just him in real life. That's just him in real life. But I would say no. I mean, like I said earlier, I took time away from being back at home.
Mm-hmm.
I've been at UW. I've been in Seattle. I've been in Lake City. I've been in Northgate. I've been in all these neighborhoods and stuff. And I haven't had social media until now. So like a lot of people saying like that's just how he is. I'd say a bit of Bryson is definitely like a little bit of me from high school, but definitely I'd say.
Yeah, that's what I was let me add into that. Like, you know, right now we all see the change within each other because, you know, this year a lot has happened. Like, and we were talking on the way here, and I was like, bro, when we were filming Rez Ball, you were Bryson, but now I could see like you grew up, you grew into a man. So, you know, he's a lot different now than what he was when we were filming Rez Ball.
How old were you guys when you filmed Rez Ball?
I was 20.
I was
Okay.
19 and 20 because I had my birthday there.
Yeah.
Okay.
You did, huh? I remember that.
So you guys are young. You're 21 now.
Yeah.
21. How old are you, River?
29 now. I was 28.
And he
Okay.
did it.
Well, so how old was the character you were playing in the movie?
Super senior? Super senior?
Super senior? 18? Yeah, I was a senior.
Yeah.
And you're almost 30 and you were playing an 18-year-old.
Yeah, bro.
Hey, you passed it off, man. You did great.
How did
Yeah,
you
he
connect
did.
to your character? Did you feel like it was easy?
Yeah, honestly, for some reason, I've realized that a lot of the work that I've been doing lately has been putting me in a lot of fucking cowboy hats. Like, not gonna lie, like from the polo stuff to this new series that I'm working on right now to Tyson to just like other modeling stuff. Like, everything's very Western. So when it came time to film Rez Ball, like, my character description is just like tall, doesn't say much. So I was just like, okay, cool. So for me, just a lot of that, a lot of those scenes, it was all like nonverbal acting, I guess, is the kind of thing. Like, I had to make sure, just because I wouldn't say much, I had to make sure that like my mannerisms and whatnot would stay like consistent throughout the film.
And humor too, of course.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
humor.
you did have some funny moments in there besides the skulls and everything. You said some cool things in there.
Yeah, bro, for real.
Yeah, you know, being Native people, we always have to have that humor. You know,
Yeah.
that's just a part of our culture.
That reservation humor. It's where we all like, and like going back to what you said, like the chemistry, it looked like we had chemistry, and you know, it's because, you know, we didn't see each other only on set. We all stayed in the same hotel. We would go out to eat and, you know, just go play ball places. So we built that chemistry off of the camera. So that's what made us closer on
Did you have
camera.
curfews in place and stuff like that around when you were staying or whatever?
Bro, don't
You guys
look
have
at-
chaperones?
No, we did our own thing, man. I got into, you know, Albuquerque was a crazy place for me back then. You know, it's crazy, but yeah.
I can imagine.
We did have a
Yeah.
curfew, but like, so we had to like, okay, you need to be at the bus at this, the van at this time.
Yeah,
Be
exactly.
downstairs at this time. Oh, to the motel. Be down at this time. Right? Okay. I was never late.
Yeah, me neither.
Myself. But there's times where it's like we're waiting for this dude an extra 5 minutes, and they were so strict about that. Like, if you get behind on being on time, everyone else on set gets behind, all the way from the cast and crew and the dredgers, everything. So don't be late. And there's a few times where a few people are late, but I don't think 3 of us were.
I mean, one
No.
time I gave River my key when we were in Santa Fe, remember? And I had you wake me up because I forget what we were doing on set the night before, but I needed,
Yeah.
man, I was so tired. And he came in, barged in, and told me, man, wake your ass up. Felt like I was getting woke up for school again.
Must have been after the
You got
corral
scared
scene.
straight, bro.
Yeah.
The corral scene up in the mountains.
Yeah, the sheep.
Yeah, the sheep.
camp.
The sheep.
Oh, hell no, man.
Because, what was your question?
He was,
I was saying that must have been why he was all
yeah,
tired.
I think that was. I think, didn't we do that in Santa Fe? Or where did we do that at?
We did it on Pueblo's land, but
The Pueblo Reservation.
yeah, you
It was
wake
like 20 minutes north of Santa Fe.
you wake up, get on the Sprinter van, and you're on that for what? Another 2 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
That one trip that we did from Albuquerque to Santa Fe was kind of man, we were in the bus for a while.
So how long was the filming process altogether? Like, what did you guys film it all in one shoot, or did you guys get a break where you got to come home for a little bit and come back, or was it?
Here, go ahead.
March. The end of March, they brought us out an extra week or 2 weeks early.
Yeah. So we could do the basketball camp.
An extra week early for another basketball camp. Extra early in March, end of March, all the way to I think May 19th.
And for some of us it was different because like him, he was always on set. Like he barely had any breaks. Jimmy was always on set. He had no breaks. He would work 13 hours a day every day, it seemed like. Me, I'd have like 2 days off, 3 days off. So like, but I never got to go back to Washington. I never got to come back home. Some did, like my boy Hunter, I believe he went back to New York one time, right? Yeah, so he got to take his break. But yeah, I didn't get home for 2 months. So yeah.
So what are some of the cool things or some of the perks being on set, like food, the amenities? Did they give you guys a little like allowance? I mean, what were some of the fun things that maybe the audience doesn't know about?
Here, go
that you
ahead,
got to
Riv, 'cause
experience.
we've been talking.
Go ahead, River.
The best part, man. They fed us real good. Two to three meals a day. Good food. Get some hot snack going on. They, yeah, no, they would take care of us with like a daily food allowance or whatever. So we
Yeah.
were eating good there. We were eating good there, and shoot, that's all I
Yeah,
can
man.
really think of. Me and Bryson were trailer mates. So Devin, sorry, Devin. So yeah, we got real close that way.
And
'Cause,
we
like, our
also go
go
ahead,
ahead, bro.
River. We also had Crafty too. So like they
Where
had that like little trailer with all these foods, man. I was munching down. It was like, man, they were treating us like kings out there, man. I loved it.
So what the training process looked like? You said you had a couple basketball camps.
Oh man.
Was there some physical activity that was involved that they were kind of mandated on you guys?
Yeah,
or
wasn't it like 2 hours a day that we would be like?
Yeah, so Rez Ball Invitational, acting and basketball, they obviously picked everyone that weekend after, reached out, whatever. Hey, we're gonna bring the 10 of you guys, the 10 of us on the team, we're gonna bring the 10 of you guys out a week early so we can do basketball camp and acting lesson. So they brought us out a week early that last week of March. And then the basketball part, the basketball camp, that whole entire week, we'd wake up like at 9:30 every day, and then go to some random community center gym, be there till like noon, and we were just like, they're getting us in shape, and then we'd run through like the first two scenes of like the first week of shooting, like the two basketball scenes, because it is choreographed, we're doing certain motions, certain plays, so. But for the most part, those first 5 days of that basketball camp was just getting us in shape.
And, yeah, mind you, a lot of them were in shape. Me, I was back home. I didn't touch a ball for like 3 years before I jumped onto this. I had the ankle legs still, man. They put us, Albuquerque, and I was like smoking too before I went there. I'm not even gonna lie. I was like smoking blunts, like weed, and you feel me? So I got out there, and it's just like, and the elevation out there was killing me, man. So I was like, man, everybody else, it looks like they play ball, man. I'm just jumping on the court right now in the shoes and shit. Yeah. I was like, man, somebody got an inhaler? That shit was crazy, bro.
there was no oxygen on set?
Nah.
No.
So what's next for you guys?
For me, as of right now, my daughter's 5 months old, so I really just, been being a dad, and I'm looking to score some other roles. Me and him share the same manager, so what he sends me, he probably sends him the same thing. So really, it's just a battle between who gets it, and I've been just auditioning, man. I've probably done a handful of auditions since Rez Ball, and no good. You feel me? But soon, since I got like this little, since I got a resume, since they've seen me in Rez Ball, I'm hoping for the best.
Yeah, I see you just released an album recently that
Yeah,
you shared that to me the other day, and it's honors your late brother. You called it AJ's World.
Yeah.
You wanna tell us a little bit about that? I've listened to it from first to last. It's a great album.
Yeah. So, yeah, I started making music way before I ever thought about acting. Like, I was 13 years old because I grew up around, music was a big part of my life from, an adolescent. So And another kid, when I started making music is because a kid on my res, he was like getting some buzz and throughout the res, and I was like, man, I kind of want that. I want that attention. So I made a song, and it was not good at all, man. I'll get laughed at, but I felt like it was good. I wasn't doing it for other people to like it. But yeah, that's another story. But yeah, AJ's World. I just dropped it. I dropped it like a few days after Rez Ball dropped, and my brother passed away March 9th of this year. So, he was a big reason, like a big, he loved my work. He loved my music. He'd always tell me, man, you got a gift and to take it far. But, when I lost him, it set me back a lot. Set me back a lot of steps because I had to like find myself again because, I came so far. But losing him, it's like I've been taught a different way of life since I was a little kid. So when I lost him, I kind of went back to that same mentality, like a pit bull mentality, like, real like angry and violent. And I had to shake that. I had to realize, death could either make you or it could break you. And it was breaking me for like a month or maybe 2 months after he passed. It was breaking me, but then I let it make me, man. So I dropped AJ's World, and I'm planning on AJ's World Part 2, Part 3, forever, man. It's my
Yeah,
baby
I think
bro.
you did a great job with the album. You got the song in there, "Letter to AJ." Yeah, you did a great job honoring
Yeah,
your brother, and
yeah, yeah.
you showed how you can overcome that grief, and then you used it for positivity. And
Yeah.
instead of acting out in anger and those things that you're feeling, you decided to you know put it into something positive, and in that you honored your brother. That's
And
great.
I had to, man. It's my only way out, man. That's the way I vent.
What about you guys? What's on the horizon for you guys?
Like he said, we have the same manager, Randy, who's been sending me tapes. I met with Randy on set. Like he seen me on set. He was invited because he manages Sydney as well. So he was really liking what he's seen. So I was with him from the get, and ever since then, I've had self tapes and everything. Nothing yet, but I'm still applying myself, being myself on camera, getting myself on tape. Just hoping for the best. But I'm also a UW student too at the University of Washington. Seattle.
Yeah.
I'm a fourth year undergrad. I'm planning to graduate this spring. Walker age, yeah, man.
Good job, brother.
That's kind of just right now. That's what I'm doing. But as for the acting, it's just still waiting for another role opportunity.
But you want to keep pursuing it. You want to keep going after it.
Yeah, for sure. Especially with what I've been exposed to, and what the people are liking. It's like, yeah, I do got a gift. I do got a talent. Let me just try to put 10 toes down, just lock in. Yeah.
Cool. River, what about you?
Honestly, man, I'm just taking it day by day right now. I'm back home. I'm with family. I'm with my loved ones. I'm with my friends, and I guess we'll see. I'm gonna keep doing whatever comes my way. That's the way I like to live my life. Is never turned down an opportunity. You can learn from it, and it opens a lot of doors, right? Especially some of the things that never worked out for me that I didn't turn down ends up opening up other doors because I meet people along the way. So I'm not exactly sure what is next regarding this industry stuff. But yeah, no, I'm just grateful every day for what has happened, and I'm going to take it day by day, and we'll see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Definitely staying busy, man. I see you. You just came off a set. You know, you got some model work going on. You said you just knocked down a moose yesterday. You know, maybe we can get
Yeah.
maybe we can get a picture of that up on the